This is the WH1000XM4 Sony headphones, or the WXM4. It is possibly the most popular headphone for its price right now. Its official price stands around $350, but considering that there are often discounts, most people usually get it around $250 or $300. I've got this one for $250. Alright, so I've been using this one for about half a year now, and I'll review it based on my experience so far. And for this video, I've put the stuff back together into the case, just like how it looked like when I brought it new, just to give you a general idea of what you're gonna see if you get yourself a new one. So mine obviously won't look the same as the new one, but anyway, let's begin. So first, obviously the headphone and a Type-C charging cable, and yet says no adapter, just a charging cable. And the AUX cable, for when you don't want to use the Bluetooth, you can just plug one end to the bottom left side of the headphone and the other end to the AUX hole of whatever device you're using. I can tell you the sound quality of this thing is astonishing. It's sharp, it's clear, and it makes me love listening to music. The bass quality is also super awesome. The build quality is great, there's no loose part. The look is very neat, very clean, and the designs and paddings are very comfortable. I can wear it for hours and not need to take it off. There's no area on my head that is being pressured too much because the weight is so nicely distributed around the headphone. And speaking of weight, the WXM4 only weighs around 254 grams, which is very light in comparison to the 384 grams new AirPod Max headphone. This headphone also has an app that you can download on your phone to support it. In there, you can adjust the sound equalizer, switch around features, and play music. It is available for both Android and iOS, and don't worry, it's free. Surprisingly, there are also headphone achievements in there. There are stuff like listening to music every day, having used all the features of the headphone, and etc. This headphone also has 3 sound modes. First, noise cancelling. Second, ambient sound or surround sound. And third is, well, both of the 2 modes mentioned previously turn off, which is nothing, if you would also count it as another mode. Okay, I'm gonna explain each of the modes so you can understand them a little better, except the third one, because it's just like wearing a regular headphone. Okay, so noise cancelling. Noise cancelling cuts away most of the ambient sound like wind sound or a soft chit-chatting sound, etc. It works by creating an opposite sound wave to counter the incoming sound waves in a certain spectrum. It's good for when you're traveling, like sitting in a subway train or just trying to focus, like when you're reading. Okay, next, ambient sound. This is basically the opposite of noise cancelling. This mode enhances the incoming sound around you, which can be helpful for when you don't want to take your headphone off and still want to have an idea of what's going on around you. Like when you're going to cross the road or trying to pay attention to a lecture, something like that. And if you're wondering how this works, there are up to 5 built-in microphones to precisely capture the surround sound on both left and right of your headphones. And all of these features can not only be switched around in your headphone Sony app, but can also be done directly on your headphone by pressing the upper button on the bottom left side of your headphone. And on the flat surface on the right side, there's a hidden touchpad that you can swipe your fingers up and down to adjust the volume and left and right to skip or go back a song. And covering your palm over the right side of the headphone would immediately activate the ambient sound mode, and releasing it will automatically make it turn off. I find this very useful in case of when someone came up to talk to me or to check whether that distant shouting was my mom calling me or not. Another cool feature is the wearing detection. There's a sensor on the inner left side of the headphone. It simply pauses your music when you take off your headphone and unpause it when the headphone is back on. When the headphone is left taken off for a couple minutes, it will automatically turn off. Both features can be turned off in the app if you don't prefer them. Finally, last but not least, and probably the least to be concerned about, the battery headphone life. 1 hour of charging for up to 30 to 40 hours of usage time, depending on the volume and feature you use. For me, I use it in school every day and only have to charge it about once every week. I would say it is more than enough. Overall, the WXM4 has been awesome. It's the go-to choice for me and for many people. Maybe it's a little expensive, but it's very much worth the money. Alright, that's just about it for the WH-1000XM4 Sony over-ear headphone review. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you later.